What's going on, guys? Juice for 75 coming back at you with another YouTube video today. And today we're going to be predicting the Stage 4 Team Affinity bosses, which in my opinion is going to be finest cards, because I don't know what else it's going to be since they've waited this long. And I'm going to give you a player from every team that I think is going to get that finest card. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting off with the Orioles, they've had a couple good players this year, Santander, Alberto, but I think the finest card is going to be Renato Nunez. I think he leads the team with 12 home runs, I believe, hit for a lot of power, hit for a decent average. He doesn't have a good card, so I'm saying he's going to get it. And for a lot of these prediction videos that I've been seeing on YouTube, there's a lot of people picking like players that already have like decently like ranked cards. So I don't see like people with like a 95, like 96 getting another card, and I don't know why some YouTubers are doing that. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm trying to think of like different people who I think would get a card because it doesn't make sense for somebody to have a 96 and a 99. That just doesn't make sense in my book. And so for the Red Sox, I think Bogarts is the obvious choice. They had a couple good people this year, Verdugo, Devers being two. Devers already has the face of the franchise card. Maybe it's not out of the question because that's not like a super good card, but I think it's got to be Bogarts. Bogarts has had a pretty good year. Going to the Yankees. Now, there's a couple people that could get a finest card on this team. Luke Voigt has the 97. Judge has a really good card already. Chapman has his good card. I think it's going to be LeMahieu. Garrett Cole could also get one. He might get a flashback Cy Young card, though, so we don't have any idea. But for the Yankees, I'm going with LeMahieu all the way. He deserves a better card. So, yeah. The Rays have a couple good options as well. But personally, I think Nick Anderson takes the cake. Had a phenomenal year. But I wouldn't be opposed to seeing a Brandon Lau or a Tyler Glasnow card either, because Blake Snell already has the 95, so I just don't see him getting one. Okay, moving on to the Blue Jays. Now, Teoscar Hernandez already has a good card, or else I'd say him. He would have the best chance to get it. I think Lourdes Gurriel Jr. probably has the best chance, I would say. I don't remember if he won Player of the Week or Player of the Month. I think he won Player of the Month the past month, so he might get a Player of the Month card. So we'll see for all this. Some of the subject to change depending on who the monthly awards are and all that, and who gets the award series cards. If they do that, if they give people awards cards this season, like in the game, we'll see. But I'm just gonna say it like I think they should get a finest card because that's easier for me to do. Um, Abreu for sure. Will get it if they're not giving an award series card. Abreu will get the finest. Tim Anderson also I think deserves finest. Giolito probably does too, but he has the 99. Yeah, right here. This card is phenomenal. You've been using it online. This card is just ridiculously good. So I don't see the point of giving him a better card. Luis Robert has a good card already. Grindal maybe, just maybe. I don't know. I could see him getting a postseason card though. So like I said, it's all subject to change depending on the postseason cards and the Player of the Month cards. Shane Bieber's definitely gonna get a finest card if he doesn't get an Award Series card. He has been the best pitcher in all of baseball this year. It's pretty easy to tell he's gonna get one. Plesac and Karachek could also get one. I could see that. Karachek already has a good card. I don't know. Zach Plesac's kind of just erupted out of nowhere this year and been really dominant. So we'll see. The Tigers have about three people I think that have a good chance of getting the card: Victor Reyes, Scope, and Candelario. I think Candelario probably has the best chance of getting the card, but I wouldn't be shocked to see either of these two get it. Moving on to the Kansas City Royals, I think Maikel Franco is the obvious choice. He batted 277, I want to say, with upwards of 10 home runs. He had a really solid season, so I can see him taking this easily. Um, Going on to the Twins, so a lot of people saying that Maeda would get the card, which makes zero sense to me since he has a 98 already. don't know why people would even suggest stuff like that. Same with Buxton. Buxton has the 98 right here. It makes no sense why you would say somebody would get a finest card when they have a card like that. Nelson Cruz has a 93, I believe, so I could see him getting a card. Just maybe, I don't know. His fielding is so bad that I don't know if his overall will ever be like that good, but I could definitely see him getting like a close to maxed out hitting stats card for sure. But if that doesn't happen, then Eddie Rosario I think would be my next choice. He could get a good card. The Angels, I don't think it's up for debate because Dylan Bundy already has the tops and out card. I think David Fletcher deserves a better card. Had a really good season, really underrated season. Not a lot of people are talking about him. Just kind of erupted out of nowhere this year and became kind of like this, kind of like an Andrelton Simmons after Andrelton Simmons. Really good fielder, really decent at the plate contact wise. Yeah, they're pretty much the same player in my eyes. Going on to the Athletics, I think Liam Hendricks takes this without a doubt. I think he gets the finest card for this team. Easy decision. For the Mariners, I think Marco Gonzalez has the best chance. Kyle Lewis had a pretty good season, but he already has a 92 card, and Kyle Lewis didn't bat that well. He only batted like 260 something, so I can easily see Marco Gonzalez getting the finest card for this team. Rangers, same thing. Lance Lynn had an amazing season, doesn't have a good card. It's going to be him. For the Astros, Framber Valdez, I think for sure deserves the finest card for this team. Had a really good season, a lot of strikeouts. I think he held his ERA to like three something, mid threes, pretty good. Now this is going to be difficult to decide because these players, both Freeman and Ozuna, are in the MVP conversation and the Player of the Month conversation. So they're both going to end up getting a card. So whoever doesn't get a card will get the other. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they're both going to get a card. So I don't think it really matters to pick one on this team. I would say Freed, but he already has. Again, it's not that good of a card, but he already has a card. Like I guess 92 isn't like is super good to where I could see him getting a better card where I wouldn't be shocked, but I think it's going to be whoever doesn't win Player of the Month is going to get the finest card. For the Marlins, a lot of good choices here. Sixto and Anderson already have a good card. I don't think it's going to be Miguel Rojas. Marte just joined the team, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense. I think it's going to be Jesus Aguilar or Pablo Lopez. Yeah, either way, they both had a really good season. I could see either one of them walking away with the card. I'd prefer Aguilar because it'd be a fun card to use, but it doesn't really matter. They both deserve it. Going on to the Nationals, shouldn't even be up for debate. Juan Soto all the way 115% because Scherzer, Trey Turner, and Strasburg all have 99s, as you can see. So it shouldn't even be up for debate. For the Mets, I think DeGrom, no doubt. Conforto also has a chance. Cano already has a good card. I don't know about Seth Lugo. I just don't see him getting that good of a card. I think it's one of these two for sure. Moving on to the Phillies. Honestly, not a lot of great players on this team performance wise this season. Nola by far did the best, but he has a 97, so it would make no sense to me for him to get a better card. Harper has his MVP card. Ramito does not have a card, so that's who I'm going with. Even though he didn't have that good of a season, he deserves one because he's one of the best catchers in the league. So, yeah, for sure. JT is my pick there. Going on to the Cubs, Yu Darvish, easy pick for me. Don't know how he shouldn't get it. I mean, he already has I think there's a 95 on the Rangers, but when there's like room to improve, like 5 points or something like that, you can see. And if somebody's been as dominant, Yu Darvish is in the Cy Young conversation, so he deserves a better card. So, going on to the Reds, Trevor Bauer is gonna get the card. We don't even have to discuss. Gonna be the NL Cy Young winner, hands down. Now the Brewers have a couple good people to pick. Devin Williams is gonna get a finest card regardless because he was the best reliever in all of baseball. I also think maybe Corbin Burns or Brandon Woodruff could get one. It just depends. Pirates, there's really nobody deserving on this team, but if there was somebody, Colin Moran. Brian Hayes did really good this year as well, but he has this 95, which isn't crazy, but I, maybe they're. I don't know. There's just certain people like I can't see him getting a higher overall. I think it's gonna be Colin Moran. For the Cardinals, nobody really like did that crazy on the Cardinals. Goldschmidt had a really good season. He's not gonna get the card though. He has a 99. Um, Colton Wong, I could see getting a card, or Kwang Hyun Kim. I think it's going to be KK, is that's what the Cardinals call him. Uh, I for sure think he's going to get the card. He had a sub one or a sub two ERA. It was like in the high ones. Really solid season. Don't know if the card will blow you away, but he should get a very nice finest card. Diamondbacks, Zach Gallen, I think pretty easily deserves to get a finest card. Maybe Cole Calhoun, but I think Zach Gallen is more deserved. German Marquez, I think, is going to get the finest card for the Rockies. He had an ERA under 4, which is really good in that ballpark. Maybe uh, Tapia, maybe. I think it's going to be Marquez, though. Does Marquez have a good card? No, he doesn't. So, yeah, it could be him. Moving on to the Dodgers, either Mookie Betts or Corey Seager. Mookie Betts could get a flashback finest, maybe, but if not, he'll definitely get one this season if he doesn't have a flashback card. So my pick is either Mookie Betts or Corey Seager. Corey Seager deserves a great card. He's taken over Cody Bellinger's role, honestly, as just the mainstay in that lineup. Like, he has been so solid against righties for them. Isn't that good against lefties. Don't know why, honestly, his stats are that high against lefties, but he destroys right-handed pitching. Going on to the Padres, Tatis has a 99, Machado has a 99. Kirby Yates, I don't think played this season. Dinelson Lamet is my choice. He doesn't have a good card, so it's easy for me. He had a really good season. I think he's gonna get the top's finest, or the not the top's finest, but the finest card. Moving on to the Giants, a lot of people said Yastrzemski. Again, I don't see really what would improve that much. Maybe a little contact and a little power. Like that. I mean, that's a good enough card for him in my eyes. I don't understand why they think they're going to get another card. I think it could be Gosman or Brandon Belt. Personally, I would lean towards Brandon Belt. I think he could get a really good card. So, that's all my choices. I just wanted to let you guys know what I thought real quick, because I'd been seeing a lot of people double dipping, as Gums the Legend would call it, and that just doesn't bode well with me. Like when people pick someone that already has a good card, like that just doesn't make any sense. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace out.